Dear departed one, remain calm. Remain mindful. Observe carefully what is about to unfold before you. Without warning, the dim twilight surrounding you may begin to change. The darkness gradually gives way to an extraordinary blue radiance. It is unlike the blue of the daytime sky you knew during your earthly life. This blue seems alive. It is pure, boundless, transparent. It stretches endlessly in every direction, as though all space itself has awakened into luminous awareness. Do not become alarmed. This appearance is not a sign of danger. It is one of the natural manifestations that arise during this stage of the intermediate state. Simply observe it peacefully. Within this vast blue radiance, another astonishing vision may gradually emerge. Appearing before you with extraordinary clarity, you may see a magnificent white figure seated upon a great white elephant. The figure shines with perfect serenity. Its expression radiates limitless compassion and complete wisdom. In one hand appears a great wheel of Dhamma. Around this radiant being stand countless attendants, all luminous and peaceful. To many people from Sri Lanka, this majestic appearance may resemble the guardian deity known as Saman Devio. Yet remember, this is not necessarily the deity himself. Rather, it is a symbolic manifestation arising within the subtle dimensions of consciousness. The forms appear because the human mind understands profound spiritual realities through symbols. The vision itself is teaching you. Now, something even more extraordinary occurs. From the heart of this radiant white being, an intensely brilliant stream of pure white light begins to shine directly toward you. Its brilliance is beyond anything seen in the physical world. No sunlight, no lightning, no diamond, no human invention can compare with its purity. It seems almost unbearably bright, so brilliant that you may instinctively wish to turn away. At exactly the same moment, another light also appears.
This second light is gentle, soft, comforting. It is pale white, much dimmer, much easier to look at. Unlike the brilliant light, it feels familiar, almost inviting. You may find yourself naturally drawn toward this softer light. Dear departed one, this is the crucial moment. Be very careful. The ancient masters explain that none of these appearances should be understood as ordinary physical objects. Each one represents a profound spiritual truth. The vast blue radiance surrounding everything symbolizes the space element, the limitless openness from which all conditioned phenomena arise and into which they disappear. The radiant white figure symbolizes the possibility of attaining rebirth in the pure abodes, the Suddhavasa Brahma realms. These are not ordinary heavenly worlds. They are realms inhabited only by noble ones who have reached the stage of non-returners, anagamis, those who have eliminated the lower fetters binding beings to the sensual realms. These sublime beings will attain final nibbana there without ever returning to human existence.
The wheel of Dharma, held by the radiant figure, reminds you that liberation is achieved not through worship,
but through understanding. Only wisdom frees the mind. Only wisdom ends suffering. The brilliant white light shining toward you represents something of immeasurable importance. It is the light of wisdom. The wisdom that sees things exactly as they truly are. The wisdom that penetrates impermanence. The wisdom that understands suffering. The wisdom that completely destroys ignorance. This is the very wisdom that leads toward liberation from samsara. That is why the light appears so brilliantly. It is not merely illumination. It is awakening itself. The softer white light has a different meaning. It represents the path leading toward rebirth within the heavenly realms of the devas. Such rebirth is certainly pleasant. Life there is filled with beauty, long lifespan, great happiness, wonderful pleasures. Compared with human existence, the deva worlds appear magnificent.
Yet, even the highest deva realms remain within samsara. Eventually, the lifespan ends. The accumulated merit becomes exhausted. Death comes again, and the wandering through birth and death continues. Therefore, although this softer light appears gentle and attractive, it does not lead to complete freedom. You may wonder, if the brilliant light represents wisdom and liberation, why should anyone fear it? The answer lies within the habits we have cultivated throughout countless lifetimes. Most beings have spent innumerable lives attached to sights, sounds, smells, tastes, touch, and thoughts. The mind has become comfortable with the familiar. Anything completely beyond ordinary experience naturally feels overwhelming. The brilliance of wisdom exposes every trace of ignorance. It leaves nothing hidden. To a mind still carrying greed, hatred, and delusion, such perfect clarity can seem almost unbearable. Thus, many beings instinctively withdraw from it. Instead, they move toward the gentler light, not because it is better, but because it feels safer, more familiar, more comfortable. Dear departed one, do not make that mistake. If fear begins to arise, remember these words. Nothing before you has come to harm you. Nothing seeks to punish you. Nothing seeks to destroy you. The brilliant light is not your enemy. It is your greatest friend. It is the compassionate invitation of wisdom itself. It appears only because the possibility of liberation still exists. Even now, after death, the door has not yet completely closed. Do not flee from it. Stand firm. Remain mindful. Remain fearless. Reflect upon the teaching of the Blessed One. All conditioned things are impermanent. Everything that arises passes away. Worlds arise. Worlds disappear. Bodies are born. Bodies grow old. Bodies die. Thoughts appear and vanish. Emotions rise and fade. Even the heavenly realms eventually come to an end. Nothing within samsara can provide lasting security. The Buddha declared,
Sabe Sanghara Anicca. All conditioned things are impermanent. When this truth is seen with genuine wisdom, attachment begins to dissolve. Fear begins to disappear. The longing for liberation naturally arises. Dear departed one, the brilliant light now stands before you. The softer light also calls gently to your mind. One leads towards temporary happiness. The other opens the possibility of freedom beyond the endless cycle of birth and death. Which path you follow depends not upon fate, not upon chance, but upon the condition of your own mind. In the next part of our journey, we shall learn how to steady the mind through recollection of the Buddha, how to overcome fear, and how, even at this late stage, the mind may become unified in deep concentration, opening the way toward rebirth in the pure abodes, and ultimately to the realization of Nibbana. Remain fearless. Remain mindful. And let wisdom, rather than habit, guide every step. This is where we'll pick up in our next episode, the strange, disorienting days that follow, and what this tradition suggests we can do to prepare for them long before we ever reach this threshold ourselves. This video series, How We Receive Our Next Birth, are based on my book, composed as a simple adaptation of the Tibetan Book of the Dead for non-Tibetan Buddhists, as the original book is too complicated for an ordinary person. This book I originally wrote in 1995 is available for download for free in English and Sinhalese languages, and it will also be translated to Russian and Thai languages as well in the near future. The download links are in the description and also in the first comment. Please subscribe to watch the full series. May all beings be free from the sufferings of Samsara.